Hey, beautiful world, and all of my Foxies. This is the first, the 700,000 attempt or something of making a video for you guys. And let us just say that this shy guy isn't friends with the camera. is I don't know how to explain it. It's just like when you hear that sound like beep, 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 and inside your mind you're just like, oh, I know what I'm going to say. I'm gonna say it right now. Boop. And it's just like, what? What? Oh, yeah, kinda. And it's just like, and other times it's just like when you hear that boop, 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 it's just like you're so ready, and when it starts like, you're just like, hi. No, not really. No, kinda. Um, but yeah, when I was a lot, when I was a lot, when I was 7 times younger than I am today, I was a pretty little shy guy that looked like a hamster, but yeah. I was really shy. It was just like my mom would introduce me to some people, and I would just like standing holding her hand, and when she introduced me to somebody, I would ran behind her, standing behind her back, just like looking like a little scared raccoon or fox or just a scared little animal, like, are you gonna hurt me? Kinda. And people was just like, hello, Kevin. My name is, and I was just like, boom, behind my mom. So, yeah. Um, one of my nicknames was the Flash because when somebody tried to speak with me, I was gone in a flash. It was just like behind my mom, under the table, hiding somewhere, finding my mom, just standing behind her and just like, Mom, there's this person there's talking to me. Come with me. And nowadays it's just like I can feel I have grown a lot more, so it's more like if I meet another shy person, it's just like just open my big fat mouth and just say hi, and suddenly my natural goofy size, my goofy side, but my goofy size shows, and yeah, I become really goofy, and I have always been like a little goofball, and oh my god, when it was like I think I got to, yeah, it was probably 6th grade. I knew everybody, and I could talk with anybody in my class, and it was just like, oh, this is a nice feeling. I like it. Um, because when I was growing up doing school, it was just like I was talking to my best bud because I felt calm around him, and we grew into a pretty large group. And nowadays, I know some amazing people around the world, and it's just like, at one hand, I think my mom would be like, I wish he still was a little shy guy. But on the other hand, I think she's like, that's my boy. But yeah, so if anybody out there is a shy guy or shy girl or a boo or whatever, my advice to you is open that big fat mouth of yours, because it feels so much better to just open up that mouth you got and speak what's on your mind, even though it might be stupid. Sometimes it can be. I know myself. I say a lot of stupid things, but I never regret it because, yeah. Oh, my back. But yeah, open your mouth and whatever you do, never, ever, ever think you're a piece of furniture, because you're a human being and your voice is just as important as anybody else's voice. And we need to hear your pretty little voice. And if we doesn't hear it, then the world have missed something truly, truly amazing. Even though it could be the dumbest thing ever said, or the biggest genius thing you could have ever said. Never mind. Just open your mouth and speak your mind. And one day, I guess you somehow would make, I don't know, a blog or a vlog or a vine where you just open your little mouth and speak out to the world. Because no one should never, ever, ever not speak their mind. Because even though that some people thinks it's batshit crazy what you're saying, well, think about it. If their reality are maybe different from yours, so what they say to you that they think is batshit crazy, if you're lucky, one day when Nemesis hits them hard in the balls or in the vagina, they're gonna look at you in a whole new different way. Because what they said about what you said that was batshit crazy actually taught them that it might, if they had listened to your advice, it would have been a pretty clever idea. Because even though some things sound batshit crazy, That's sometimes actually more wise than hearing a scientist say, "We have killed cancer. We just used cucumbers." Okay, they would never say that, but come on. What if the cure was cucumbers? That would actually be pretty damn funny. Because cucumbers is basically water. So it would be odd, or yeah, not funny, haha, but off the wall funny if cucumbers was the cure. And I know that the big C is a thing that that you is a very vulnerable spot that shouldn't be joked about. Sometimes it's actually better to have fun in life and think about the funny stuff in life than the sad stuff in life, because at business college we had this teacher, and she had breast cancer, and we were all like, oh my god. And in our heads she was walking on death row. She was a dead woman walking, and it it was horrible for everybody. But she came back and she was just like, "Hey, look, why are you all so sad? Look at the bright side. I can get bigger boobs, and I can wear baby hats without people looking at me." Um, and it was just like, okay, yeah, if you get the green light to joke about the big C from somebody who had the big C and survive, it actually teach you a lot, because we were all worried, and yeah, she knew it could go both ways, but she wouldn't be like, oh my god, this is the saddest moment of my life. She would rather enjoy it. And she told us every time she even they heard about, yeah, the chemo could do so all her hair would fall off, and she told us, yeah, she held a party with some of her friends, and it was just like, yeah, we drank a lot of cocktails, and suddenly I was just like, hey girls, I have an idea. How about we shave my head um, a little bit from time to time, so I can get used to that maybe I'm gonna lose all of my hair. And that move, when she told us that, I was just like, you are the bravest of all. Of course, I know somebody goes to war, but giving up your own hair, even though you don't know if you're gonna lose it or what, is a big sacrifice, because in a man's world, to us men, some of our magical things appeal comes from our hair. So if we ever have to give up our hair, it's just like, oh my god, I don't feel like a man anymore. I might have a big junk. but I don't feel like a man anymore. I just lost my hair. Because, yeah, you girls got boobs and pretty looks, and you don't lose your hair unless you have the big C, and you're very unlucky. So yeah, you're pretty damn lucky to be a girl. But us guys, we only got, yeah, we got a hair, we got a junk, and we got a main butt. We got a hair, a beard, a junk, and our butts. Okay, and our balls, but it's part of our junk, so yeah. We don't have a lot to offer. Although we do. We have this magical thing called feelings and reason and eyes and this mystic aura. But yeah. What was I going to say again? Yeah. Speak your mind. Be yourself. Have fun. And sometimes joke about yourself. Because, yeah, if you can joke about yourself, well, yeah, if you can joke about yourself, then why can't you? Because, yeah, I looked like a hamster when I was young, or when I was little. But yeah, it was just like big cheeks and a little face, and oh my god. If I ever gonna do this, I can show you a picture of myself as, yeah, as a little boy and a picture of a hamster, and you will notice that my cheeks and a hamster's cheeks look pretty much the same. Or they did. Until I grew a face. But yeah, also, if you cannot laugh about yourself or your mistakes, then it's gonna be a pretty little not so funny life. It's gonna hurt because sometimes we make mistakes and that's part of life. So, well, you just lived in a banana peel. Look at the bright side. At least the gorilla is back in the zoo eating the banana. So he can, like, tear you apart because, yeah, because he's enjoying his banana. Or, I don't know, Greenpeace can sue you because you fell in a banana. It's not your fault. It's not you who are tearing those poor bananas apart from their trees and just smashing them on the ground. Ruthlessness. It's the darn gorilla from the zoo who just took this banana, peeled it, threw the peel on the ground, and ate his banana in the zoo. Oh god. And this is what I'm talking about. what I talked about when I get calm around people or comfy. The goofball. then then Kevin leaves and Goofy takes his place. And when he gets too shy, it's just like Mickey Mouse is entering the room like, no, not really. But yeah, yeah, nicknames. We take that one another day, but yeah, as little I was called, one of my nicknames was the Flash, because I was gone in a flash, so shy. I was so shy, and it's just funny to think about, because nowadays it's just like I have developed some sort of philosophy saying, okay, if I don't know if the person in front of me or next to me is a shy person, so if in theory the person is a shy person and I'm a shy person and both of us is gonna shut the fuck up, nobody's gonna talk and no conversation, nothing's gonna happen, everything's gonna be dull. So former chipmunk, open your big fat trouty mouth and speak. So yeah, don't be afraid to speak your mind, even though you sometimes get goofy, because Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck wouldn't be anything without Goofy. Kingdom Hearts wouldn't be a thing without Goofy, you know? It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy. So yeah, also without any flashes, Superman would be the fastest man alive. So, and he's not a man, he's an alien from Krypton, but so it would be Usain Bolt. This should be called fucking logic, because it's just turning into that right now. But yeah, so no matter what, there's a place in you in the world, and don't let yourself down, because it might be a cold, cold world out there, but nothing's colder than the ice blade you wheel at yourself. So love yourself for who you are, but not too much. Otherwise, you'll be known as Justin Bieber clown. Should I say Justin Bieber clown or Justin Bieber clone? Yeah, you would be a Justin Bieber clown, because there's being self-confident and being a total D-bag. And total D-bag is not cool. It is not cool. So this was a long talk about a lot of stuff, but yet still nothing. So I'm gonna let you go now. Probably I'm gonna cut this into tinier pieces because I have been rambling for almost 30 minutes and I know my concentration span wouldn't last so long listening to myself, so yeah. I'm definitely gonna cut it into smaller pieces and then put it out one by one. And actually, maybe I should do this for the blog some more often just to speak out to you, you know? Because otherwise you're just gonna read all of my ramblings and think, I wonder who this goofball is. Who is this goofball? That can't be one man. That's Cleverbot. That is Cleverbot being weird. So yeah, I will see you sometime around, Foxies. And happy 2015. Foxies out.